Today, we're diving deep into the magic of the summer solstice. This powerful time of year is perfect for elevating your energy and connecting with the sun's transformative power. As the longest day of the year, this is the perfect time to harness the sun's powerful energy and amplify your spiritual journey. We'll explore unique rituals that harness this energy to boost your spiritual journey, amplifying your intentions and bringing more light into your life. Get ready to embrace the summer vibes and unlock your inner magic. Stay tuned.
Mental alchemy, mental alchemy, mental alchemy.
What up, my people? Dreamwise here for another one. Yes, sir. Summer solstice vibes, chaos, sunbeams. What's up, family? What's the deal, man? Hey, look, I can't make it up. This is going to be one of those where dreamed and put his foot in this thing and decoded the world. So y'all want to stay tuned for this whole thing because, oh boy, this thing is coming in alignment like a motherfucker. Yes, sir. Let's get it on. Shout out to the family. Peace to the family. Peace to the squad. So yeah, the summer solstice is coming up June 20th, right? It's right around the corner. And every year we do the same thing. We tap into the sun, S-U-N, S-O-N, S-O-N, the sun, Jesus. And Spirit been showing naked ass by putting these symbols right in front of us and giving us this, this play of understanding what the sun really is. So I'm gonna dive deep into it. So I want y'all to see the symbolic messages that Spirit keeps bringing forth to us in this particular time. And all you got to do is look and receive with your first eye instead of these two eyes. Chaos in the blood, baby. Let's get it on. But first, I wanted to do this ritual for the family. I wanted the family to tap into this ritual with Takeoff, the God Takeoff, rising in power to the God. Now, his birthday is today. And it's divination time, baby. You know what that means. Divvy up, divination time. Now, when we think of takeoff, we're thinking about taking off, a rocket, going somewhere further, expansion, growth, taking off to our new vision desire. So now I want the family to ask yourself a question. This is a simple ritual for the family, and I'm going to do it with y'all real quick right now. I got title. I want you to ask yourself a question. Right? You can do it in your mind. You can do it later. Just ask yourself a question that you want to know the answer to. Something that's deep embedded in your heart. And look, when you ask these questions, you want to be real. You don't want to come off with no fake question because you trying to be Mr. Spiritual, whatever. You feel me? You want to be real with your question. You want to get whatever answer you need in this particular time in your life. You want to get that answered. And this is a perfect way to do it using the God Takeoff so you can take off. So what you want to do is ask yourself a question, and in your DSPs or whatever music thing you have, you're going to literally click Takeoff, right? Put in his name, click Takeoff. And then all you're going to do is press shuffle. And see, oh shit, okay. And I pressed shuffle and mine came up to party featuring Quavo and Takeoff. But I want to even get deeper. Let me see how far I can go because I didn't ask myself a question. So, hey, I'm about to have a party on this live. But first, I want to ask myself a question. And that's important when you're doing divination things. You want to ask yourself a question Two, make sure you have a clear direction in the answer. You feel me? And if you don't ask yourself a question, then you're not going to know what the answer actually means. So asking yourself a clear, direct question is important whenever you're in your divination style. So let me try mine again because I just went for it. But we're going to have a party on this live, straight up. Ask it in your mind. Everybody don't got to know what you trying to ask yourself. You feel me? Press shuffle on whether you got Apple or whatever it might be, and see what comes up. To the bone. Okay, to the bone. I gotta look into more of that, baby. To the bone, baby. Take off. That shit sound good. So after you ask yourself the question and you do the divination style, it's not only about the title, it's about the message in the music. So then you want to hear what Takeoff might be speaking in that specific time, and you want to do it today because it's his birthday, even though you could do it for the next 3 days because the energy is still alive. You want to really tap into it today. You feel me? And you don't have to just do this with Takeoff. You can do this with any artist, right? Dead or alive. On their birthday, remember, birth is a renewing process, a growth, coming into the world. You feel me? Coming anew. So now you want to be able to do this specific ritual with any artist that resonates with you. You feel me? And the guy Takeoff resonated with me, especially when he transitioned, just based off of his death was so massive, and it happened in Houston, and then the world kind of stopped for a moment. You feel me? And then we knew what it was because it was a new coming of time with that gangster rap music dying off and this new creative genius sphere coming into the fold, right? And they're still trying to convolute the music with these sexy reds and Sukianas and stuff like that. But it's honestly not working. It might be working for a few, but for the spiritual beings that know and that's tapped in, shit, we surpassed that shit. You feel me? And we're in another space of genius. So y'all want to do that ritual, family, because trust me, nigga, that's that message. This is how spirit communicates to you, and that particular message is just for you. Is just for you. So get it in. All right, let's get it on, baby. Let's get it on. Happy birthday to Takeoff, the rocket. Yeah. All right, so summer solstice celebration. Now, this is going to be deep. This is going to be fly. So, y'all know how Dream gets. Hey, I just tied up all the knots. See, look, I'm just telling you what it is. You can take it or leave it. It just is what it is. I'm showing you straight up spirit communicating to you right now. So all you got to do is understand how spirit communicates, and then you'll be able to be tapped in as well with your vision desired or your purpose driven, whatever that might be. So look, watch this shit. Y'all gonna be like, oh damn, Dream, you just saw shit. Watch how this goes. Okay, so the summer solstice celebration, June 20th. And we know as the sun people, we are people of the sun, right? And the sun activates something inside of us, activates this melanin inside of us, activates this dark energy inside of us, activates this chaos. And chaos is just the potential energy you have to thrive and strive inside of you. Chaos is just the potential energy you have to strive and thrive inside of you. So if you want to get something done on this particular earth realm, you're going to want to do these particular rituals in this specific time to turn on the alien technology called melanin inside of you. Hey, I can't make it up. Y'all gonna be like, damn, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm going for it. Based off of how spirit is communicating to us right now with these symbols and alignments in this synchronicity process that's happening in this particular time. So this says the radiant energy of the sun and transformative power of the summer solstice hold a deep mystical resonance for melanated people, connecting us to a rich power of strength, vitality, and spiritual renewal. As the sun reaches its zenith, we too rise. We too rise, drawing on this celestial power to fuel our journey of self-discovery, creativity, and communal growth. So, this is the time when the sun reaches its highest states. And, we're going to get into the Jason months and everything. Some of y'all that have been with me for the longest, y'all know how powerful I think this specific time is, especially us going into the hottest sultry states of the sun and getting into that, getting into that God power, essentially. The summer solstice is a sacred reminder of our unbreakable bond with Sister Earth, celebrating the light within us that shines brightly and brilliantly. Okay, so now check this shit out, because I ain't making it up. I'm just telling you what it is. Check it out. So obviously the sun, S-U-N, S-O-N, of God is you, right? So all my people that don't understand, Jesus is just a symbol of the God or Christ consciousness inside of you, right? That's all it is. Heru, Horus, all these different mythologies are just symbols of energy, right? Energy signatures inside of you. So these figures are not real. Now they're real in the astral realms, which is the fourth dimension, because you can create certain entities, creating magical entities in that particular realm, and you can bring them down to the fourth dimension or the third dimension, where they can serve you as servitors, essentially, right? But what happened is you got tricked into believing that you're supposed to be serving you're supposed to be serving an invisible sky daddy, and that shit is convoluting people's minds, so they're in a conundrum of the reverse polarity in this thing, where they're giving out their energy instead of receiving their energy from the sun, S-U-N, from the sun of Christ inside of you. So now it's important to understand this idea and concept, because a lot of times we're thinking it's something outside of us, but everything is within us. And this within state is actually the key gateway to unlocking our potential. So sun, the S-O-N-S-U-N, S-O-N-S-U-N of God is you. And now we're coming into the Jason months, and this means coming out of hiding, right? The sun is just you coming up, shining bright, going outside, right? Showing out, you feel me, right? Showing off your summer body, you feel me? Coming out of your mask off, right? And just essentially letting your light shine. So in this particular idea that they tried to do with the Jason months, they tried to make it scary and sinister, so subconsciously you won't tap into your superpower. They're like, okay, let's make this movie on Jason, so they would see this Jason months unconsciously in these particular months: July, August, September, October, November, when the sun is at its highest state in zenith, and they won't come outside and play. Now, Black people, we still going outside and play, you feel me? But it's in the manner of a programmed state of Yeah, y'all just come outside and barbecue and y'all take y'all ass back in the house. You feel me? Y'all celebrate July 4th and us, our independence and all of that stuff as America. You feel me? Which is all a psycho, spiritual activation in melanated people's minds. Hey, I tell you, this shit be getting deep, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can really go stupid deep, but I'm not gonna go like that crazy because I want y'all to stay with me here in this particular mission. But when I was talking to A.A. Rashid about this shit, we was having some deep black psychosis draws. It was like into a whole nother stratosphere of like, oh, okay, yeah, that shit can get real strange. You feel me? So just understand this. The idea of black is a, a program or a psycho analytical state of lack. So you don't want to identify with that stereotype black because essentially it's not serving you. You want to identify with God, chaos being, melanated being, something other than black, because words are spells, and these spells create a certain energy signature that staples in your being that will create you to move in a certain low, less than self state. You feel me? That's the whole Juneteenth ritual. We'll get to it. Watch this. So speaking of Jason months, right? This is when the sun is shining, and this is when you need to get outside and play. I wanna go outside. In the rain. Hey, all right. Don't worry, I'm gonna get the lyrics. Watch this. So obviously Jason means Joshua, Jehovah, Jesus, right? Jason is just Jesus in reverse, or Jason is just Jesus, you know, in the etymology thing, right? And it says Jason, it comes from the Greek and it's meaning the Lord of salvation, which is Jesus. Jason, the name of Greek origins, Jason means to heal. So J, Sun, Jay, Sun, and Jason are the same. And that just means Jesus. And Jesus is a symbol and an idea of healing, growth, renewal, the sun, you feel me, regeneration, regenerative energy, you feel me, restoration, right? Revitalizing yourself, renewal, right? The healer. That's all Jason is or Jesus is, right? It's all the same thing. So you can see it in these movies they did. Jason Bourne is essentially a story about Jesus who forgot that he was Jesus. So he has a mask on because he forgot who he was. So now they made him have amnesia because that's you having amnesia to forget who you are. Jason, Jesus. So in the whole Jason mythologies, he's going through the Jason Bourne mythologies, he's going through this story or these movies to essentially figure out who he is. Which then he, realized that he's the ultimatum. Jason Bourne is just Jesus, right? And in the movie, they say a whole bunch of stuff where they call him Jesus Christ and all this other stuff, right? That's cool. Boom. So Jason always ties to Jesus. And whenever you see Jason in a movie, a TV show, whatever, they're just talking about Jesus and they're trying to spin it in a particular narrative or way, in a funner story or whatever, or however they might spin it. You feel me? Boom, here goes another Jason that we've done before, right? In the movie Us, right? Mask off. Mask off. Now remember I did this multiple times on my YouTube where I just told y'all Jason has to remove the mask and find out who his true self is, which is him running from himself, or him being the shadow self version, is still a true self state when you come up from the underworld to come play. You feel me? So you're coming out of the subconscious mind, which is the winter states, which is the darkness, and coming into the light and letting your light shine bright. So that's the key with this Jason thing. They play it in every single movie, every single show. Jason born, Jason is Jesus, Jesus, Jason, Jason. But now we got and I ain't gonna ruin it for y'all, but y'all know where I'm going, baby. Yep, I see you, Ty. Yep, you already know where that is. Yep. But oh, I'm not gonna ruin it for y'all. I'll decode this show when it's over. I'll decode it when it's over. So I'm just gonna let y'all know part of it. See, damn, I damn near am gonna ruin it for y'all. God damn, because I can hear y'all minds now. Oh my God. But that last episode was fire. And I was like, oh shit, it's good now, baby. So this movie or this show, Dark Matter, is essentially the same idea and concept. And I'll decode it when it's over, right? But essentially, Jason, his name is Jason, is, well, I'll decode it when it's over, because I know everybody, the Patreon family is telling me they haven't finished it yet, so I don't want to just kind of ruin it for them. But I think they still got like 3 more episodes. So when it ends, I'll decode the whole thing. But essentially, y'all know he had the mask on, the fake Jason, and then shit. That's all I'll say there. So yeah, y'all go watch this show, Dark Matter, on Apple TV, right? So boom, that's the Jason. So we're in the Jason conundrum, right? We're in the Jesus conundrum. Jason, the Son of God. You are the Son of God. Jesus, Jason, Jesus, right? And you're coming out to play by removing the damn mask. Mask off. Mask off. So essentially, if you're not removing your mask, then you haven't really done your inner work, right? And that inner work is where it's at for you to move into a different space and time. So I want to read more on the sun real quick so we can get deeper into the fold. Black sun, a symbol of divine within inner reality without any form that's even beyond Christ consciousness. That's the black sun. With inside of you is a black sun, right? And this black sun is just essentially melanin or chaos. And remember, chaos is the potential you have inside of you. So you are a chaos being because you can form and create a particular reality based off of your inner godhood, inner Jasonhood. So you have tools, which I'm going to get to in a minute, that will activate this chaos or melanin, right? Carbon beings. So now these tools require you to take the mask off and tap into your dark energy. Look, I can't make it up. Watch this. The single star that's within, not the one you see with the naked eye. The black sun is manifested in dark matter and dark energy. The black sun is manifested in dark matter and dark energy. So there's a sun inside of you, family. I can't make it up. And this sun inside of you is moving you into particular adventures and realms based off of your programming of it. So now the more you get out of these 2 false eyes and stop getting into the world of the illusionary construct, thinking that, you know, the outside world is what's creating this thing based off of what you're constantly seeing, which you did create because that was your wish desire. the more you'll get into changing your reality and moving in the particular adventure that you want to move into. I was at the pool with my kids and D-Ray this weekend, and we was having a blast. We was having a good ass time playing. We played Shark, you know what I'm saying? Really in our childlike spirit, Marco Polo and shit. We in the pool big time. We, you know what I'm saying? My brothers-in-law pool or whatever. And you know, there's other people in the pool and shit like that. And I'm in there, you know, looking big as I am, you feel me? Radiating full of light, you feel me? Aura on 1,000, you feel me? Shirt off, right? Swole in a bitch in this hoe, you feel me? And so we playing the game. This white dude come right behind me, almost scared the fuck out of me. I said, "Oh shit." You feel me? I'm like, what the hell, nigga? What the? He said, "Hey, how tall are you?" I looked at this nigga like, what, nigga? I said, first off, I'm thinking like I was really about to turn up in that bitch because I'm like, why is this dude touching me, right? But whatever. Play it cool, dream, chill out. You feel me? You know that pat. I was, you know, I'm thinking this. I'm like, God, I'm thinking it's one of my people. Is a whole big white dude. Hey, how tall are you? I said, yeah, I'm about 6'4", man. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in the pool. I'm like, this nigga might be sizing me up. He said, oh, yeah, you are taller than me. I said, you goddamn right. And then this nigga said, and your voice is deeper too. Wow, you must do the radio. I said, yeah, something like it. You feel me? Chaos in the blood, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm just dozing off. But I get it because essentially what's happening is my light is emanating from the damn pool so much that certain people will feel intimidated by the presence of a guide based off of my light shining so bright. Hey, I'm just telling y'all what it is, family. I can't make it up. I'm telling you straight up and down what time it is. You have an invisible energy inside of you, right? That can move and shake the room based off of you just stepping in that bitch. You feel me? And resonating nothing but light, sun, Jason, the sun. Look, I can't make it up. Oh shoot, hold on, wait. We're gonna get to that Jason too. I can't make it up, but Jason, look at the back of the sun, right? Is SONSUN. So the J is just the beginning of the sun, God, Son of God, right? So understand they're talking about you, God. Now, the way you don't let your light shine or your aura expand out is by having low vibrational energy, essentially, right? And that low vibrational energy is essentially you doing things to belittle yourself or demean yourself in the way of drugs, alcohol, whatever, abuse, whatever, mental thought, mental telepathy, all of that shit, right? See, you got to raise your vibration up to raise to another level of consciousness so you can see what you were destined to see, Jason, Jesus, Son of God, right? So in order for you to raise your son up, which is it, all right. I know y'all understand what I'm saying, but let me read this book real quick. Wheels of Light. Wheels of Light. Oh, look. Wheels of Light, Jason. Look at that. We still mask on, huh? Dionysus look like we got a whole damn mask on in this bitch. So understand to the core, right? This Jason time is about you turning up on your light. Look at this real quick. It says, like the similarity of the myth of Isis and Osiris to that of Demetrius and Persephone, the Egyptian story of the dying resurrected god Osiris differs only slightly from the story of Dionysus, its Greek counterpart. In both mythologies, the deity is murdered, torn to pieces, and then resurrected through the intercession of a goddess. Okay, so that's Nyla coming to save Simba, right? Or Aset coming to save Osar to resurrect them to resurrect that energy, right? So you know that divine feminine energy is the key, or the magic, or the mama magic is the key to you unlocking and turning up on your intuitive spiritual power. It says Osiris, who was cut into pieces by his brother Set, was resurrected by his sister wife Isis, who found all of Osiris's bodily parts, except his phallus, which has been swallowed by a fish. She brought him to life by incantations, and thereupon miraculously, immaculately conceived of him their son Horus, which is the sun. Heru, the hero, the sun. Jason, the sun. In the story of Dionysus, the goddess Athena saved the heart of Dionysus and presented it to Zeus. So it's the same story, they just, worded in different mythologies differently. According to one version of the myth, Zeus then accomplished the resurrection of Dionysus himself by swallowing his son's heart and giving birth to Dionysus once more. So I've been going in on this aspect of raising up your son, S-U-N, not S-O-N, but the real sun inside of you, right? And essentially what's happening is people are playing small or being a shell of themselves because they're afraid to let their light shine. So now, if you are the Son of God, which is this sun, S-U-N, shining inside of you, right? Then you must play the game according to the alignment of spirit in this particular time and space. Feel me? So Jason born, Jason from us, Jason from dark matter, right? It's all the same son of God, right? And then we got Jason Tatum, right? Which is also the 0 point, which is the dark matter, which is the chaos inside of you that lives inside of you, which is the dark sun or the black sun. Nigga, that Venom movie is coming out. When is that Venom movie coming out? It's coming out soon. I don't know when it's coming out, but it's coming out very, very soon. Y'all gonna have to watch that because there's gonna be some things in that Venom movie that turn up and turn on in this thing. You feel me? And then the Celtics being green is just symbolizing the heart chakra. Jason Tatum is being number 0 is symbolizing that chaos inside of you. And then both of the J's are still tapped into the sun god, which is the 7. 7 chakras, 7 C's, 7 emotions. The sun, the 7 is just simply a representation of your chakra system, right? So the more you raise, the more you do your chakra work, right? The more you get into your chakra work, the more you change your vibrational pitch in this thing, and then the more you resonate, as a son of God, essentially, because then your heart chakra is tapped into Sister Earth, so you'll be more in alignment with the rhythm or pitch or tone of your world, of your earth, of your heart. Earth and heart are the same thing. So now, if you're still playing this game of, looking outside of yourself with the two eyes and thinking that that's the real game, then you're fucking up. Because essentially, the real game is to go within and save the sun inside, right? Bring forth that sun to rise to the occasion so you can be the hero. And a lot of times people are just afraid to be healed. You feel me? Let me go to this page in this bitch, because I read through this hoe. Y'all know Dream reads, nigga. I don't play that shit. And I know exactly where shit is at. Hold on. So, look at this shit. Resistance to being healed. I can't make it up, nigga. I'm telling you what's in the book. Resistance to being healed. Ha! Chaos in the blood, baby. Y'all niggas got me fucked up. Occasionally, I encounter someone who has made a conscious decision not to hear something, or an unconscious decision not to be healed. You can say all this shit I want to, nigga. I'm only talking to the ones that's ready to get out with the work, get out with the get down. So I get it, nigga. Y'all might be hearing like, oh yeah, that's shit of alignment, but I'm saying something deeper than you just seeing the synchronicities that Dreamwise brought forth. I'm talking about you being the hero of your story, so you cannot come back to this bitch and you can turn up on this hoe as well. The problem is, you know what I'm saying, that niggas can't get with it, because I get it, their system is tied into, their world is tied into, staying comfortable or whatever in that kind of world, that they're afraid to jump or afraid to make a move, right? But niggas is dying younger and younger, nigga. We just seen another rapper die at 46. These niggas is checking out of this hole. So now what I'm saying is, you're gonna have to try to do something and be the hero of your story, so you won't have no regrets and come back to this bitch. And essentially you are healing yourself, self, by doing your big one. Becoming the hero in your story. And the more you line up with your higher self energy, the more you still be alive in this bitch. You feel me? So a lot of people are transitioning out because the fifth dimensional wave is here. And essentially, if you're not a light being in that space of creativity and mind, and you're still stuck in this dense third dimensional construct of a world, then you're not ready to be healed, or the Christ one, the Christ figure one, right? And you're still running from the true self, you feel me, which is the sun inside of you. So I'm gonna read this again. Look. Occasionally I encounter someone who has made a conscious decision not to hear something, or an unconscious decision not to be healed. As you may already know, metaphysics teaches that if a person does not want a healing, he can reject it. The real resistance people have to the healing processes working is that it changes their structure of reality and the way they view the rest of life. I know, nigga. You think you're gonna be at that 9 to 5 for the rest of your life until you 65 and shit? You afraid of that? You afraid to take that motherfucking jump, nigga? You supposed to be traveling the world and shit. You're supposed to be in Europe doing that thing that you said you were supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be living your life. You can't see, life is fast too. This should go by in the blink of an eye. So now you got to understand, like, look, either you're going to wake up today and start getting into your Hey Rules adventure, which is going to be a little challenging at first, right? You got to face that resistance because the old self is still trying to survive. The old self still wants to be here. The old self still wants to, do his thing. But you keep on waking up, or you keep on having these sleepless nights thinking about that new vision desired, or sitting there dwelling in it. You damn, I cannot wait. You having sleepless nights. You waking up every day in a conundrum, in a repetitious cycle, robotic cycle that's not even serving your being, and you're deteriorating from the inside. So it's not about leaving no job or whatever. It's more so about you doing something that you have to do, a hero thing, a hero mission, in order to get to another level of consciousness. I might be waking up at 3 a.m. and getting your work in, nigga. That might be going to sleep early, but you're addicted to the late night show. With who's the late night show now? Jimmy Fallon and all of them. You feel me? You up watching them white boys live out their life, and you sitting here addicted to that shit, and you just like, nah, I ain't gonna do the motherfucking thing. Life is not the same after such a shift as this. Life is not the same after you tap into your Hebrews energy, and tap into your sun, tap into your Jesus, your Jason, right? And terrify the world. I can't make it up. What you think the Jason months mean? What you think these Jason months mean? They made a whole movie on it, nigga. Jason is he's terraforming the world. He like, nigga, I'm about to cut this, I'm about to shred this whole bitch up. I'm about to tear this thing upside down. Hey, and niggas still, this is you, nigga. Jason is you. What you want me to say? Now it's time for you to take the mask off and let your light shine and terraform the world. Jason is the healer. Jason Bourne, he's trying to find himself. He's trying to figure this thing out. Jason versus Pluto, the shadow self. He's like, damn, let me take my mask off so I can identify who I am. And then, hey, look, wait until I decode this bitch. Y'all gonna be like, God damn, Dream, you did it again. So understand, right, that 0 point is you, and you have to really go within your heart to say, all right, I know what I want, and I know what I want out of this life. And I can't wait for it to 65, because at 65, that means, shit, my body might not even be intact to live out the particular adventure that I wanted to live out. You feel me? And who knows, I'll even be here. So now I must do my Hey Rules thing right now. Don't wait, right now, in order to tap into my Jason Jesus, healer of myself. It says, some people may begin to look for someone to blame. Oh God, I hate them people. But who to blame? If people do not get angry at the healer, they usually get angry at God for all the change, all the apparent chaos, all the feelings, all the transformation that healing brings. In their confusion that can accompany transformation, what the client reports about the energy being channeled may even seem to be an invalidation of the healer or the healing process. So y'all niggas that's still listening to that conspiracy shit. and still thinking that this shit is about what the government is doing and shit like that. All of that goofy ass shit, right? You you gotta understand, like, that shit does not matter. Bobby was saying this when he woke up and said, you know what, none of that shit matters. This is about living the life right now. Because essentially you're being caught up in a conundrum that's not serving you to live out your Hey Rules adventure based off of you thinking it's something outside of yourself. But look what they're doing now to us. You feel me? I can't make it up. Watch. I'm going to show y'all even with this shit. Look. So we got the J's. Y'all know 7 is the chakras. 7 is you working on your chakras, tapping into your heart with the green, right? Which is the Celtics, right? And really getting into your 0, which is the nothingness. You feel me? But then look at here. Really causing a conundrum in your being by you celebrating this Juneteenth thing. Freedom is not no goddamn, these people can't tell you when freedom is, what day freedom is, and what day to celebrate. Freedom is in the mind. See, what they're doing with the chakra system here, right, which is the 7, right, the 7, what they're doing with the chakra system here is they're putting the animalistic world first. So that's why you see the red up top, yellow, orange, yellow, green, right, going down. Same thing with the Juneteenth. Red, orange, green, right? So essentially what they're trying to do is make you earthbound first, so heavy, so dense, that you don't even levitate to another level of consciousness based off of you being beyond the earth. I can't make it up. Look, nigga, if you don't wake up every day, right? And see, this is important, and I tell people this is important because it's one of those things that you have to understand within yourself. I can't really just tell you about it. It's just something that I know now, right? Your dreams are giving you the plays to this particular dimension. So now, if you're not waking up every day and recalling your dreams, and it don't got to be every day, but a good amount of your days have to be able to recall your dreams. And then interpret the symbols that the dream is giving you based off of the scene it placed you in, based off of the unconscious question or conscious question you ask yourself. Nigga, I had a dream last night. I was let me chill. You want to know that your dream state is very, very important to remember and to recall based off of it's giving you the plays down here to move into your next mission or adventure based off of your heart's desire. So don't let nobody fool you with that shit. This shit is important. You gotta tripwire your God power first by you understanding that the 10% tide is this earth. That's it. You got to get 10% to this human shit. Everything else is what we're talking about in the Patreon, which is psycho-activating our mind. It's mind over matter, baby. That's what we talking about. We talking about going somewhere strange, Dr. Strange. We're talking about pushing the limits of your mind that moves you into another scope and reality. Nigga, my homegirl Pacho did a fabulous class in the Patreon. What day was that? The other day. Absolutely phenomenal. And that shit is what we're talking about. We're talking about building and discussing the thing that matters, which is the freedom. Your freedom is right here. Your mind is right here. You feel me? This whole month we've been talking about sex, magic, and shit like that, right? So understanding that the mind is your most important weapon that you have is key to getting off the earth and moving and doing stuff strange that's beyond this physical earth. Look, I can't make it up. The colors tell the story. They keeping you in a slave mindset by making you feel that it's about penis and vagina instead of pineal pituitary. Hello. I can't make it up. They got a whole month, and a shout out to my family. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? The LGBTQ family. You know, do as thou wilt. Do what you please. You feel me? Live your life. But the idea is that shit doesn't matter who you knock and die. Who you knock and die. That don't matter. What the physical sex, you think, oh yeah, let me get that physical animalistic sex in this bitch. Nigga, you gotta be having sex in the mind first and foremost. So if your addictive nature is to this lower 3 chakra realms, right? Then you will never rise up to the place or levitate, right? To where you can speak things into existence, third chakra. You can see your symbols and synchronicities and assignment with your pineal pituitary third eye, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. And then you receive your information channels, downloads from your dreams, your waking state, and you know all the good stuff from your ancestors and angels alike, angels alike. That's downloading these next missions to you so you can carry out this particular adventure that you want to see come forth. You feel me? So that's important to understand to the core, that you don't want to be tied to the earth. Stop calling yourself black. You was never a slave, nigga. You are a god. You're beyond them trying to say, yeah, this is when y'all was freed. It's a mental game. See, they give you this celebration of Juneteenth and say, yeah, remember y'all was slaves. It's just it's the what's that shit called? The dark mind, or whatever the books is called. Um Mind Control 101 or Dark Psychology 101. All of that shit is just, if I tell you something, right, then I can implant that into your mind over and over and over again. So when they celebrate, I don't even remember these people now. What's the guy that got beat up or the police have put his knee on his neck? What's the guy's name? Y'all, that dude, right? When they celebrate him again and over and over and over again, that's them saying, yeah, remember, we'll put our goddamn foot on your neck, nigga. Think you're gonna jump out and do something. See, yeah, George Floyd, thank you. Undeniable one. So look, when that white boy came to me in the pool and shit, I knew what it was. He's intimidated by the light. He can't handle the glare. So he like, this shit is exuding so much power in this damn pool. I'm the shark. You know, I got a long ass wingspan and shit. I'm the shark. I'm about to cover up my whole family with my arms and shit. They like, damn, they probably looking at me like, damn, this nigga whoop my ass. You goddamn right, I'll whoop your motherfucking ass, boy. Shit, what you talking about in this hoe? You feel me? I'm on my Tank shit. Hey, Tank knocked that. Say, Tank was on that nigga ass. I was watching that shit. I was like, God damn. And that was funny. His name was Martin because shit, that's that Martin episode. Tank was Tank was on that. You just see the power in that nigga. That nigga just, he wasn't even, he was being the aggressor. And I'm like, oh, I hope Tank don't get caught because it's looking like he just staying too open. That nigga was just too quick for him. He was just, I was like, God damn. I said, I'd be afraid to get in the ring with that little nigga. That nigga quick. So you don't know when he hit you. You just be getting hit. You just, chaos in the blood, baby. So yeah, understand to the core, right? Like, don't let them trick you with this thing. And shout out to the family that is in this space of, you know, loving who they love. Cool, do that. But the symbolism is a tripwire thing to confuse you. Now, if you want to tap into your earth, right? Definitely tap into your earth, which is the lower three chakras, and do it the right way. So fruits and vegetables is going to be key right now. Pineapples, eating pineapples in the sun is going to be heavy. Watermelon, yes, even if that's a slave thing, they tricked you with the memes or with the slave jokes to stay away from it to make you look silly because they don't understand how much power the watermelon has in it, right? All of these are the colors of your lower three chakras, right? Red apples, green apples, pears, pineapples, watermelons, right? You want to eat that stuff to get your earth in alignment, to get your root chakra, sacral chakra, and solar plexus in alignment, which is running your earth. You feel me? So as you're eating these things right now, in this summer solstice time, as you're eating these things, you are more in alignment or incongruent with the vision desired that you want to see come forth in your earth. But you still got to do the mental work. You still got to do the mental work. So you have to reverse engineer the process of you being so addicted to struggle, right? And addicted to whatever you're seeing in your reality now. And you got to tripwire your mind to see yourself constantly, bing bong, in the reality that you want to see come forth. It's mind over matter. I mean, the Patreon family know what that bing bong is. We move with mind first. And we're not moving as a slave to our bodies. We're moving as the gods of our mind. So understand to the core, right, family? Right now is an important time to sun gaze. I can't make it up. Y'all know how much I talk about sun gazing. You must tap into that sun gazing right now because essentially sun gazing is going to help you receive downloads and clues in this particular time. Let me see if I can pull up something on sun gazing real quick. Watch this shit. Sun gazing. All right. So look, it says increase melatonin and serotonin, improves quality of sleep, fatigue fighter, improves dream recall. The dreams are your plays, your next assignment. Increases pineal size, boosts energy, improves eyesight, helps SADS, improves endocrine health. That's your chakra system, family, the endocrine. All right, so watch this. Share screen, sun gazing, boom. So now look, the sun gazing is you receiving these photons, right? And like I tell y'all, this Y pose is what these white people are doing, which is what you should be doing. You feel me? So I used to do this back in the day with heavy before I got on YouTube, and so much so I made it my damn logo. Let's see, love, lift, life, love, lift, life, love. Hold on, spell it right. Love, lift, lift, life. There you go. So see, my logo was just that, me in this Y pose state, looking at the sun, S-U-N-S-O-N, the son of God that's in me. Look at my dreads, you feel me? Green is the heart chakra, blue, and then purple, which is still my logo to an extent, you feel me? So understand, right, this Y pose is an important pose for you to practice, because essentially it's you expanding your godhood, you stretching out to the world, you letting yourself be seen, you sticking your chest out, you feel me? So these poses are important because essentially these poses is what makes you who you are and identify with a certain kind of frequency. So, you know, I did a whole thing on posture and body language, right? The more you do this, the more your sun shines bright. This Y pose and looking out into the sun. You feel me? Now you receive these photons, these light emissions to you. But this right here, this damn Y pose is literally giving you more confidence and assurance and assertiveness to take on the world. And when we've been tricked into this ritualistic practice of black means lack, then we need that particular energy to take on the world based off of us being in confusion and delusion of this thing. So look, hey, I just gave y'all a gem, and I need y'all to do it, carry out this mission, because remember that Heru in you is doing stuff courageously that, yes, is gonna hurt. Yes, Simba had to go fight Scar. Heru had to go fight Set, right? That's the point. It gotta hurt a little bit. But I promise you, at the end of the tunnel, if you stop looking at the now time feeling, at the end of the tunnel, you'll be gold or God. Look, I can't make it up. Let me share my screen again. Hold on. Y'all give me some questions, family. Give me some questions. Look at this shit. Simba. Lion King. Lion King. Yeah, Simba. Remember I did this thing with the sun. Look, that's Tahuti holding up the sun. S-O-N-S-U-N. The sun, right? And to say, okay, well, this looks like Simba right here, and that's the new king, which is the sun, which is always the same story. So Simba and Nyla had to get together. Mama Magic, she had to bring back Simba to the Pride Land, Freedom Land, Pride Land, to make a son and raise up the sun to this physical earth sun, which is just you sun gazing. You feel me? So I did a whole thing on this when I said all the creatures came out to see the son of God. You feel me? So all the animals are coming out to see the sun rise, which is the sun rising. You feel me? So that's important to understand within your core. You want to go see the sun rising. Yes, give me some questions, baby. What y'all got? Give me some questions. Tank came out to the Ghostbusters theme. I knew he was ready to knock somebody out. Hey, that nigga came out. He was like, shit, I'm about to tear this nigga. I'm about to fuck. He came out strong, huh? LeBron does the same. Yep, LeBron does it with that powder toss. So that's a spiritual thing, and he got on the back of his back, the chosen one. You feel me? So remember all of this stuff. So we got to remember we live in an illusion, family, right? And we got to remember all of this stuff is synced up, right? So the more you start to realize what you're in, this contraption we're in, the more you start to say, oh, this thing is programmable. You feel me? So now what we're doing in the Patreon is we're literally going into an alchemical process of destroying the old self mind by reading all these books and stuff to update and reprogram ourselves to a new. So, it takes some time. It takes some effort. Yes, it takes patience. You gotta, you've been programmed for 20, 30, 40 years of your life. I can't save you in a goddamn day. God damn, niggas want to be saved tomorrow and shit. But the thing is, you want to consistently, repetitiously, no matter if you heard it before or not, upgrade or upload this information into you so it can start destroying that old stuff that doesn't serve you. So that's why in the Patreon we read books 2 times a week, and I'm trying to get to a point of reading it 3 times a week. Shit, with all these consultations, I'm trying to look for different ways for us to even get to 3 times a week in the book club and just really building. And it's not like we're just reading it like on some logical thing. We're sitting there and decoding it, dissecting it, and really pulling out the jewels so we can expand our mind. See, it's one thing to just hear stuff and just and just read it and that's it. No, nigga, you gotta let this shit seep into your consciousness to where it just obliterates all the old programming. And that's the real game, and that's the real key to growth and expansion. What y'all got, baby? What y'all got? Can looking at the inner sun provide the same benefits as sun gazing? Oh yeah, Cam, definitely. Yeah, you definitely want to tap into that inner sun god. Yeah, that what you can do is get a candle. I did this ritual. Get a candle, get you a yellow candle, or you can get you a gold candle, right? And just scry into that candle and just know that that's the sun inside of you. You feel me? And as you scry into it, you want to be psychoactively seeing the person or vision or intention that you want to see come forth. Boom, pineal activation. Pineal gland activation is coming up at the 27th. Now we got 3 spots left. 3 spots left. So I know them hoes is about to be filled. So this shit is going to be over with. So you want to move as fast as you can if you want to get on with the psychonauts. Because essentially we taking off. You feel me? See, I'm about to work, family. Fuck all that bullshit. Fuck all this talking and shit. That shit is getting boring. Like, nigga, we've been hearing this shit for goddamn 20 years. What the fuck? You crazy? Nigga, that shit is getting boring, boy. Nobody ain't trying to hear that bullshit no more. What are you talking about? Nigga, it's time to run the muck on this bitch. You got one life to live and you sitting here not playing. You sitting on the sideline still reading this shit. It's time to get to work. So what we're doing, what I'm expanding my teachings and stuff to is the work. Fuck all this, all this Yeah, let's talk about it and just keep on talking. Nigga, you keep on talking, that shit is shit. What, nigga? Let's get in the ring. Let's get in the ring and fight Tank, nigga. Yeah, that nigga might beat our ass, but shit. At least I got in that bitch. You feel me? Chaos in the blood. Tank full of gas, baby. That nigga put that ass on his ass. It says, is there a certain time the sun gaze? Yes, early in the rising, sunrise and sunset. Don't do it in the middle of the days or nothing like that. When I was in my sun gazing mission heavy, I got up all the way to, I can't even remember now. Probably 4 minutes, 20 seconds, something like that, right? But it's 10-second increments, 10-second increments. And then you could even go 5-second increments if you want. But I used to we used to live in an apartment back in the day, right? Just before I was on YouTube and shit. And I used to literally get in my car, drive 6 a.m, drive. First, I would meditate first, boom. Get in my car, drive 6 a.m to a park that was right around the street. You feel me? It was right down the street or whatever, right? Boom, drive to that park because I had a clear view of the sun every rising. And I would get in, sit there, to see the sun rise, and then come home, and then I would just go to work. That was my Heru thing that I was doing back then. You feel me? I was like really in my Heru bag based off. See, I didn't know where that fucking sun gazing was going to get me or that mission that I was on getting me, right? But I was doing it just based off of me saying, all right, I know this shit has some benefits to my spiritual enlightenment, so fuck it, I'm going to run the play, right? And look, boom, 10 years later, hey, I'm here. You feel me? I get up whenever the fuck I want. So now, you know, I'm just telling y'all what it is, family. You gotta, there's a part. See, when I had that job and shit, right? I knew what kind of world that I wanted to see come forth. You feel me? So now, me being courageous and getting up that early, I'm trying to help the family out because y'all need to hear what I'm saying. I was in my Heru bag, right? Getting up that early and seeing the vision desired that I wanted to see come forth. And it wasn't me doing something physical on the ground. It was me letting go and letting God. But I had to psycho-activate the God inside of me, right? By doing the work, the particular rituals, ancestor veneration, sun gazing, of course. You feel me? The Harataki, all of that stuff, right? Back then. You feel me? To tripwire into the future that I'm in right now. I ain't know I was gonna be on YouTube and shit talking to y'all motherfuckers, goddamn. But now I'm just I'm here talking to y'all. And I'm about to go outside. I'm about to go outside and sweat like a motherfucker in this bitch. You feel me? And get my Heru on again with the pineapples and shit, with the fruit. Which I'm telling y'all, you want to turn up and turn on inside of you with this fruit. You feel me? Speaking of fruit, hey, chaos in the blood. It says, can I ask myself the question and work out to some takeoff songs? Yeah, hell yeah, undeniable one. You can do whatever the fuck you want because you are God. See, look, when you do that takeoff ritual, I want you to just be real understanding of what the message is coming through in that particular song. You feel me? So you want to look at the title. You want to hear what takeoff is actually saying. And then you want to look at the title, hear what takeoff is saying, and then analyze how it fits into the question you ask yourself. You feel me? And you want to do it today or in the next 3 days, well, just do it today. Why not? You got 5 minutes to do that. Ask yourself a question, press shuffle in your Apple Music or in your Tidal Music to take off, and then see what song comes up. He's coming through in the shuffles. He's coming through in the message, and then this will help you take off into your next endeavors in life. Your sub family, I know what it is. I love and appreciate y'all. Peace to the gods.